Hello and welcome to tonight's racing action here for round number 17 of GP2, and of course we have 14 drivers tonight, make that 13 plus a reserve tonight in the seats, ready and raring to go for you guys to watch around the Russian Grand Prix circuit. I am Cadwell or James, and I will take you through the whole race around Russia. If it's any exciting like a couple of weeks ago when I did it for another league in like round number 2 or 3, it will be absolutely amazing around here. Down that sweeping corner of the DRS straight will be absolutely brilliant to see it with all the cars racing around there. And of course it's so tight into corner 1, you're going to have to wait and see what happens in corner 1. But hello to all of you who are joining us right now on the channel. I am, of course, if you have just joined me here, I'm Cadwell5 on PlayStation, or you can call me James. It's entirely up to you what you want to call me in the chat. If you want to say hello to me or whatever you want, it's up to you. But let's go through the standings that kindly have been done for us. Hopefully, here they have. Up to date, here we are. So we still only have a couple of rounds to go. Here we do, but it is Omeg's leading on 178 as it's sunshine out there on circuit right now. As you can see, it is sunshine right now. No rain whatsoever right now on circuit, which is great to see. Here it is in Russia. So Omeg's leads your drivers' championship with 178. 10 points behind him is Nelly on 168. Then it's Mackett 149. Who still has a chance of winning the championship. Here he does, because we still have 6 rounds to go, so you can do the maths on 6 times 25 and you know 6 times 26 actually, and you know how much points we've got for grabs left to go. Morris Pace is in 4th, 5th is Mansell, X Gamer is in 6th, 7th is Seda Martins, 8th Cobalt, 9th Cassidy, Luke Bailey 10th, 11th Nadim, 12th is Quintin, 13th is Magna, Karen Robb is 14th, BP 15th, Lord Allen 16th, MX Limitless 17th, Schwabe 18th, James 19th, which is James TLH, and then DJ is down in last position. So your constructors are 248 points is Haas leading, Williams in 2nd, 2, 4, 6, then it's Renault, Ferrari, Mercedes, Renault in 3rd, Ferrari 4th, McLaren, AlphaTauri, Alfa Romeo, Racing Point, Red Bull and Mercedes. So there we go. Hello Smoke, I'm all good thanks. I'm just trying to see who the first car was out on circuit, and of course it wasn't Mackett, it was a red car. I'm trying to find out who it was. I think it was one of the... Yeah, it was Nelly. I thought he was one of the Ferrari drivers. He's now just headed off the sweeper, where you get a lot of action down that sweeper, as I say. A lot of action, and it's one of the best overtaking opportunities on this circuit. It is also a good overtaking opportunity is this straight we've got now. Look, heading down to the second to last corner, great overtake down this straight you can have as well, and the start line straight when you get the DRS down to corner 1 in that tight braking zone as well. But we hope tonight nobody crashes out. We hope tonight, as Nelly now, green flag. Nelly, as he gets the green flag out, everyone will run across the line. Starts his first flying lap now, he does. The whole start line straight, you don't get DRS by the way, just after where the line is, there's a little bit after the line, bang, the DRS opens, and bang, the DRS closes where Nelly closed his, and away. There is of course a little bit of an escape road, you have to go past the bollards here at corner 1, which is where Carlos Sainz in real life last year made the mistake, and then around the sweeper goes Nelly, the second sweeper that is, where F2 had that horrific crash last year as well. Luckily both the drivers were okay, and interesting to see it as well. It was there, absolutely brilliant it was. So Nelly is around and doing his lap. Yeah, I'll just invite you in 1 second, Dan. I will just we will hear, but yeah, lovely circuit this is. Just to tell you again, your reserve driver for tonight, who is here, is SFR Martin. He's normally GP3, so he's the reserve I think in this one. Other than that, everyone else is normally in this league. It does get like this normally end of seasons. You get full for the first half, and then afterwards not everyone wants to join because their commitment issues, or they just give up with league racing, as you know. As Nelly somehow is back in the pits, so I don't know how Nelly has done that, but apparently it says he's back in the pits. So yeah, Nelly has didn't complete the lap there. Who was second out actually, because I'm really interesting to know now. I think it was. Oh, there we go. It was Luke Bailey. Here we are on board with Luke Bailey. Then we go around the circuit, but we'll just go. We'll just go on blue screen for a minute for you guys. We'll just get Dan in, and hopefully he can have a chat with us a bit more about racing, because he's a racer for GP4. But give us an idea of what kind of strategies people will look around here. But first lap coming through is a 1:31.1. It is there 1:31.173. Inviting Dan now. I'll just invite you now, Dan, I mean. Is it energy down or electro down? One second, guys. Energy. Yeah, I think I have you as a friend, but I don't think you are. You online, Dan? Just let me know if you're online, Dan, because. My PlayStation's messing up tonight, guys. I do apologise about this. Yeah, my PlayStation literally just froze right now. It should find them all. I don't think I've invited you. I invited the wrong Dan, I think. Quickly, where's your PlayStation name again? Because I don't think I have you actually on here. Actually, do I have you on here? Well, anyway, we'll sort that out in a second. Just to tell everybody, with the first laps that people have done, we're back on the stream right now. Omegs is your quickest at the moment when we have done first laps, but they take you through them then. 129.941 for Omegs. Morris Pace 130.458 is his lap. Quintin 130.669, 130.781 is for Mansell, then it's James 131.048, Luke Bailey 131.173, and Martin 132.576. So yeah, well, we're just gonna join Dan's party right now. I don't know why I don't have Dan as a friend, but it's SFR, that's why. Sorry, Dan. But yeah, so first laps have been completed by everyone here. As you can see, we're back on stream now. Nelly is back out to do his first flying lap again, as we should be with Dan now.
Hi mate, how you doing? Sorry
Hello.
about that.
No, it's fine. It's my mistake really. So.
No, it's not, mate. The PlayStation, if you're streaming, it fails to find your online friends for some reason. It's very, very slow like that. But anyway, I was listening to what you were saying earlier. Russia. Strategy is very much a soft to medium without a safety car, very much. Medium to soft can work because it puts you out in clean air, but you have to be super, super quick on the last 4 laps of your stint. So that's to answer your earlier question on stream, mate.
Okay, well, thank you for that. just yeah, thanks. As we're seeing Nelly right now, just heading to the end of the lap. Now we are, as he is going to complete his first lap here. As he comes out of last corner now, he does. Let's see what he can do. He has to beat a 1:29.9. I don't think he will do. 30.9, so puts him P5.
I think Omeg's lap of 1:29.9 is pretty impressive, but track evolution around Russia is very much like Singapore. The people that go out with minimum time remaining, they're going to be the ones that you see get the best lap times. It really is a sticky circuit the longer you leave it, so that'll be very interesting. Who can leave it till the last minute but also have enough space on track to get the times they need. Dirty air around here can be a big part, especially going around that is it turn 7? Turn 3 around the big loop.
Yeah, turn 3.
Oh wow! Trying to follow through there quickly is a killer for a quarter lap. So yeah, late will pay off people, but other than that, you need space around here.
You do indeed, and everybody else is back out right now. What have you just found?
Yeah, Magna Rico, he's got a massive spin. Going round the left-hand corner of, I think it's turn 9, I believe it was. He's on a flying lap.
It was.
Yeah, it was a flying lap. He's looking good, but yeah, that was a pretty big slide. Tokyo drift style. Not too far from Tokyo, really, in Russia. So it's only about 1,000 miles.
Yeah, it's not really that far. This one. This is like not European Russia. It's like Asian Russia. This
yeah,
far.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sochi. Yeah. So, loads of Russians come here on holidays in the summer. So, as he crosses the line, there's a 31.4. So
it's a good banker lap, mate. It's a good banker lap. It's certainly going to be good enough for top 10, I would imagine. But Shayab is in the pits. I'm sure we're going to see a lot from Shayab, because Shayab's a quick racer. Cassidy still in the pits. We're going to see a lot from him. So is Kai and Rob. So we've got some very, very fast runners here. And I imagine these guys are going to come out to try and do a fast lap. And if they don't like it, come in to get fresh rubber and do what I said about the last ditch effort lap.
Yeah, well, Rob has literally just come out and is now down the long DRS straight and is on his first lap here, so we'll see what he can do. Mack hit a 39.2 on his first lap. Was not that impressive, really, got to be said, for Mackett when he has been showing the pace.
Yeah, I mean, another thing around here, Cadwell, is if you mess a corner up, you can lose 6/10 just in one corner. It's even though it's typically a street circuit, it is quite high speed, but you only have to mess up one corner, and the drive you get out of the corners is what really counts around here. I mean, on Monday night with Bossy Gaming, I was driving out the last corner, taking it steeper and getting the car straighter. So anybody who's running a high downforce rear wing is going to be very good round here. I mean, typically speaking, you're looking at a 3.8, a 4.7. But yeah, anyone running 3.8 in the race is going to be good, because that rear traction is really what counts around here. And the other thing as well is cutting. There's 3 or 4 corners around here that you can really severely cut. Cutting those correctly with the right drive out that corner is really, really beneficial. There's so much factors involved in a Russian good lap, but yeah, these are all things that will get good lap times.
Indeed it will. Rob has just set a 30.1, so it goes P2 there, so showing you that the track is maybe evolution is getting better.
Progressing, yeah.
But let's see what Mansell can do. He's just about to start the sweeper now. Which is I class that as the sweeper DRS straight.
Yeah, the dog leg.
Yeah, the dog. Yeah, and here he goes then down there. But let's see what his time is in sector 2. It's 4. Oh no, he's on an in lap. He must be then, because he's 4 seconds slower than his quickest there. So there, but no, it's very interesting around here, because I always thought about corner 1 here. Do you?
About what, mate?
Corner 1. Do you know, like the proper corner? We don't class it as proper corner. I think it's corner. Wait, the proper.
It's corner 2, but corner 1.
The first proper braking zone. Do you actually have to? I know the game probably doesn't matter, but do you have to actually go past the bollard or?
Yes, you do. So if you go wide at that corner, if you cut the corner and then come back before the bollard, it will give you a warning.
Okay.
And if you cut it too quickly, it'll give you an instant penalty. So, and also SFR rules and the driver's briefing is that if you do go wide, you must take that corner and come onto track safely. So in the race, stewards for GP2 will be watching for that.
Oh, that makes it fair then. Because sometimes I do see it where they don't actually hit that bollard and no penalties get taken into account. So
yeah, I mean the actual reason for FIA installing that 2 bollard system was to stop drivers cutting the corner, but being a hazard for people that have done the track safely, not necessarily for time gained. Because if you gain time by going off track, they can do that with penalties. It's more to do with safety than time.
Yeah, that makes total sense. But here he comes then onto the back straight now. Comes Cassidy for his first lap down the dogleg, or whatever you said it was. So here he comes then out after sector 2. What's his time going to be? Is it going to be a good sector 2? Well, he's purple. So purple. I don't know if that means it's purple of anyone, but it's his purple.
Oh no, he messed up. I call that the Singapore sling he went through, and he messed. This is the most difficult section. He hit the orange curb, which you shouldn't really do. He seemed okay in 3rd gear there, which is good, but that is a very difficult section. Did he cut this corner? He does. Go slow in, fast out. He does. Yeah, this could be a good time, mate.
31.1 P9 at the moment, so we still have BP and Swabe who haven't done laps yet.
That's it for Cassidy, mate. He won't have time to do another lap.
Wow.
That's it. He's done.
Well, Nelly's on another lap, but he's invalidated it, so he'll probably get one more time on them tyres, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Nelly's is invalidated.
Yeah.
Morris is on a flying lap now, but he's closely following his teammate. Is it his teammate? I can't say. Yeah, it is his teammate.
Is that a bit too risky, though, with the dirty air?
No, going around there was probably a good idea because they've got purple sector. Yeah, you do get a good flow around there. So you probably got a good, just under a 10th advantage there. Now, this is the most critical part, getting the next 2 corners. I imagine this is going to be quicker, but not by much. It will, I'd probably say it's just on the cusp of a sub 130. And it's not, no. Wow.
Well,
okay.
It is quicker, though.
Oh, sorry, yeah, it is. Yeah, it's half a 10th over, but it is quicker.
He's now going to give his slipstream to his teammate here. That was close. But his teammate does get past as Nelly retires with a 130.1. But yeah, just if you didn't know the facts, by the way, this is an interesting fact I learned watching F1 / talking about F1 to somebody, is that if you pop DRS right, okay, Mack it with a 130.070, so Mack it up to P3.
Ooh, 10,000ths of a second. Oof.
We knew that Mack it was only putting that bank of a 139.2 in. He smashed that now with a 130.07, as we say. But as we say, DRS, by the way, in real life this is, and maybe on this game, I'm not entirely sure, gives you an extra 12 miles an hour of speed.
Yes, it does. Yeah. Or 18 or 19 kilometres. Yeah.
Which is quite a bit, so that's why people use it. And then, of course, the ERS uses a bit more speed as well. So,
did you also know that drivers can open the DRS early or late?
Can they?
So it's they can actually open it too early.
Oh, very interesting.
Not in this game, in real life. I mean, in free practice, Yuzoka Tsunoda was doing it. Let's see what Mansell can do now as he comes across. 130.271. Good enough for 6th, mate.
It is. James is on a lap. James TLH is on a lap. He's just heading into the tight corners that you say is, and not a very.
Yeah, coming up now.
It's a slingshot, so
very, very difficult.
Said. The very.
Yeah.
He is
I call it the Singapore sling. I call it. Yeah, because he's very, very reminiscent of the stadium section of Singapore, or the pre-section.
Oh yeah.
It's almost identical, mate. Honestly, it's ridiculous.
Maybe they got inspiration from that.
Well, a lot of tracks do that. Oh, he hit the orange curb. Oh no! See how he destabilised him then.
He did.
I don't know if he was on board with James then, but
yeah,
he destabilised him. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be a bad lap, I think, mate. He's lost a lot of time here.
Let's have a look. He has to be a
132, I think.
130.9. Actually improved. Wow. I'm surprised on that one. And that's it. Qualifying's over.
I think it is, yeah. Martin's in, yeah.
Nope, sorry. Karen Robb's on a lap. He's coming to the line now. Here he comes. It's going to be a 29.9.
Wow.
Goes seconds.
So 2 drivers managed a sub 130. Fair play.
Oh my goodness me. He was 0.002 slower than Omegs. 200.
003?
Well, the
003.
Yeah,
003.
At the
3,000s basically.
Yeah, on the right side it says 3, on the left side it says 2. So
I'm looking at fastest lap and it says 0.941 and 0.944, which is 3,000s.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I mean, what we're talking there in F1 terms is probably the enamel coating on the wing. You know, that's the thickness you're talking about. It's nothing.
Yeah. Well, that is qualifying over and done with. Unbelievably, 3,000 separated the top 2. Yep, that says on my screen now. Then that was Omegs from Karen Robb. Then it's Morris Pace, 1/10 behind. There he was. Then it's Mackett in 4th, 1/10 as well. Same for Nelly, nearly 2/10 actually that was. Everybody, by the way, in the top 9 separated by a second. Then in 6th it was Mansell, Quintin 7th, but Luke Bailey 8th, 9th was James, and then it was Cassidy and Magna and Martin who set laps, and then BP and Swabe did not set a lap.
Yeah, I mean, I've not seen the shoot reports for GP2, but I imagine the guys that didn't set laps is because they were on quali bans, or maybe, I don't know the reason, but maybe they had quali bans, I don't know. But that will... Oh, we're looking a bit grey here, Cadwell.
We are. I didn't get anything in the chat. Normally I get before the race something in the chat. So if I just go to the chat from last week, if I can find it.
That's lovely. But yeah, I mean... If the track is cooler, that is going to be really bad for the guys on mediums.
I can't find it. I'll find it later.
It means the soft runners at the start of the race will be able to build a very, very sizable lead. I mean, if we're talking a 5-degree track temperature difference, it means the softs will have a very, very strong advantage. You do notice it on this game. 2019 wasn't so noticeable with track temperature, but this game has been quite noticeable with track temperature. You do feel it on the harder tyre, whether it be medium or hards. So the track temperature's dropped a lot. You will see that. Anyone on soft I imagine there's going to be a bit of a gap.
Well,
forming.
Indeed. Let's take a look then. Everybody's on the softs except Magna and BP are on the mediums.
Oh, I'm quite surprised about that. You know. That is quite surprising.
It seems there.
See, what you got to remember is Magna's on fresh mediums, so is Martin's on fresh softs.
Yeah.
BP's on fresh mediums, and Schweiber's on fresh softs. So I imagine Schweiber's got good pace, so he could probably jump BP and maybe Martin on the start. I'd be surprised if he can get Magni for Magnetivivo as well, but you've got to remember it's a very long start-finish straight here. I mean, we had a very unfortunate incident on Monday in GP4, but the speed you can get by streaming here, slipstreaming here, is ridiculous.
It is. But only 14 tonight, so it's going to be an interesting race to see what happens here. If 4 retire, then we all get points, so that's good to know.
The other thing we've not mentioned around Russia, Cadwell, is it's a penalty circuit, mate.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, there's some drivers that can do it clean with no penalties. I've done it 2 seasons in a row now, no penalties. But it's so easy to pick up penalties here, and that might actually play a part in the running order at the finish flag.
It might do indeed. We're just going to wait and see then what actually happens in this race, because going to be very interesting. Here it is. As we know in SFR and loads of league racing, this is like pretty much near the end of the season now, so people will be there less attendances for most stuff, I think, because of people sometimes tend to not race the ending. But anyway, we'll see what happens, because we've got 20, not every league, but some 27 races anyway, 27 laps around here tonight for these 14 to race at. Predictions?
Morris Pace, definitely. Omeg's definitely on the podium. And I would actually say, I'm actually going to go for an outsider here, and I'm going to go for Cassidy on P10 on the podium.
Can see that.
So Omeg's, Morris, and Cassidy for me.
For me, Omeg's probably to go for the safer Nelly and Mackett probably. We'll go for them, because they're the probably ones. But yeah, Mackett can be interesting around here. It can with Mackett some weeks.
I just think with the fresh tyres. Oh, sorry, I'll let you go on, mate.
No. Fresh tyres, yeah, we'll be just playing dividend well. But all the lights are on now. They are. There's your strategy for pit stops. Just ignore the game sometimes. But with lights are on and they're away. Good start. Actually, what a start that is from Nelly. He's already up to P2. But he taps the side of them. Oh,
we've got contact. We've got contact with the Renault and the Haas driver. Renault of Martin and
Mansell.
Mansell, yeah, Mansell's out. Oh, wow. Oh, no. So, just like GP4, we have had a safety car within 10 seconds of lights out.
Magna Tifico has a ignoring yellow flags. Gets a 5-second time penalty for that. Must have overtaken somebody as a safety car came out.
Yeah,
which is not good. And let's have a look at all of the penalties actually, because there's a lot of them. Right now we have Nelly 5, Luke 5, Magna 5, Mackett 5, and Martin 5, but they can all come in the pits and take them off. If you were on the softs now, would you pit now or would you just keep them on?
Well, the guys that pitted on Monday for the mediums, Snell got a puncture on lap 26 or 27. Shadow for the hards ended up finishing 5th, I think. So you can do the hards to the end from here quite easily and get a good position. So anyone in the outside the top 10, it might be beneficial for them to jump in and get hards, mate, because he did a stonking finish from, I think it was P16 or 17 and got P5. So it can work out. You know, being on the hards from now, you save the pit stop. So you get in hand about 27 seconds, even though you've got a tyre deficit. So yeah, coming in for the hards can very work, mate.
Well, just to say, none of your top 8 came in. Magna came in. He was the first one to come in, and so was Mackett, and so was Martin. Everyone else hasn't pitted, by the way. It's very interesting.
What they're going to go on, and Magna and Martin are pitting. What they're doing now?
Hards for Magna.
Yep. He could very well win the race, mate. If he stays in P8, he could very well win the race.
Well, I don't know if they are actually in P8. Let me have a look. We'll keep an eye on that because the game may have just glitched for a second, but we'll see. Yep, there we go. But no, but what we're saying is though that hards. So you're saying the hards will last the end, but Martin put on the mediums. Is that a risk? Do you think?
Yeah, the mediums will burst on the last lap.
Oh, okay.
Unless he protects. Ooh, I'm just trying to watch the replay now, mate, on the stream, and it's hard to tell what happens because we flicked between views. Okay. So it looks like.
Let me have a look.
It may have been a Williams. Is it Williams? I'm trying to figure it out, but yeah, it looks like it was just a racing incident that caused it. There was a driver that clipped the rear left. That spun them into another driver, and that's what caused the mayhem. I don't actually think it was just from seeing that. I mean, I'm not a steward, but
yeah.
Just from seeing that, it looks like it was a bit of a tyre clip, and then a bit that just caused the mayhem.
Well, I'm going to watch it back in a slower speed now, so that might help us out and figure out what actually happened.
So, just in the race, while we're watching, while Cadwell's just checking his replay for the information that I've just seen, we've got Allmegs leading, then we've got Carwin Rob, followed by Evan Nelly, then Morris Pace, then Luke Bailey, Cassidy in 6th, James TL H44 in 7th, Quinton in 8th, Shia in 9th, BP in 10th, we've got Magdi Forico in 11th, we've got Mackett in 12th, and Martin in 13th. Now, we've got Magneto and Mackett on hard, which I think is a very good tyre to be on at this stage, because they can go to the end. BP, I don't think it's a bit of go to the end on those. It's going to be very, very difficult. The 22 laps and they will burst, so yeah, it's going to be very difficult. Martin could go to the end if he looks after them now. If he looks after the tyres now, bides his time, he can go to the end.
From what I'm looking at here on half speed, it looks like one of the hash just turns. And that's... Oh, no, he does. He clips the car in front of him, turns into the side there with, I think it was Martin, and retires himself on the race.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So so basically it's the whatever car was in front of him. I think it was the Williams that was in front of him that he clipped. So is there two Williams?
It was the Williams, yeah, I saw the Williams on my screen.
Is there two Williams in this race? Let me just check if there is. No, there isn't. So it wasn't Williams then. It must be Magna he clipped into then.
Yeah.
Well,
just a note now, Carol,
anyway.
as well. We've got Evan Nelly 5 seconds, Luke Bailey 5 seconds, and Martin 5 seconds. They will also have to serve them. Okay, so Martin doesn't have to serve. Martin will have to serve that at the end of the race if he doesn't pit. Luke Bailey and Evan Nelly will have to serve them in their pit stops. So yeah, just that's information for you guys.
Should have had to probably come in and pitted then earlier to take them off with the safety car being out, but
yeah,
that's what I would have done.
I would definitely have done that, but sometimes track position, because it isn't an easy track to overtake. There are overtaking places around here. There's about 4 of them.
And safety car, by the way, just quick. Sorry, safety car just says it's coming here.
Yep, see. So you do need battery and you do need fuel to overtake around here, and you do need tyre life.
You do.
Other than that, it's hard around here.
Yes.
So I'll let you take the restart, Cadwell.
It is, but the game, don't take the game too seriously. The players know what they're doing on the races, and the players know what they're doing. But just to say, the game did say the softs can last about 7 laps around here. So
yeah. Cadwell, where do you think he's going to go? I think he'll go out the very last corner.
Well, we have to wait and see, because the safety car hasn't still come into the pitch yet. So
Allmegs might get caught out here because it's much round the next
he's gone.
corner. He's gone too early. I think he's gone too early, you know.
Well, maybe, but Cowan Rob hasn't closed up, so...
No, he's not. He's done it perfectly. Allmegs has nailed that start. Wow.
He has indeed nailed it, and the person who is nailed the start Nelly has closed right in on Cowan Rob.
He has, mate, yes.
But can't see any way through into corner 1.
Morris got caught out there, as did Luke Bailey. Cassidy's on the back of Luke Bailey. James got a good start. Quinton, not so much. Shia, great start from him. And BP got a bad start.
Well, I think
did Magneto. What, mate?
Oh, no, I was just saying in the background there, Quinton looked like he was just about to get past James there, but Swabe was trying to get past Quinton as well. But Quinton has an advantage. I shouldn't really say this, but he raced here on Monday, he told me yesterday, so...
Who did?
Quinton did, so...
for another league, you mean?
Yeah, so maybe freshen his mind from that league about how he races around here tonight, so... But, yeah. But yeah, the gap is... Oh, we have a spinner in the background. I think that's Mackett. Yes, it is. Oh!
And the Renault.
Martin's out. And there's a virtual safety car. Would you pit if it was a long virtual?
Yes, I'd pit straight away. So for Allmegs, it's going up to the last section now. I would definitely pit. I'd actually go for mediums, you know. Because... I would have gone mediums. Oh, I don't know. That's a difficult decision. No, because you could do about 12 laps on the soft. So no, I wouldn't pit. No.
Nelly's coming in. No, he's not. He decides to back off. Well, that was a late call from Nelly there not to pit. What about Luke Bailey? Is he pitting? No, he's not. Nobody's pitting there. But we sadly had Martin and Mansell out the race right now, as the virtual safety car is still out on circuit.
See, the bad thing about the virtual safety car is you have to go to the delta, so you can't close up to the racer in front. The only thing about the virtual safety car is you can outdo the person in front of you if they're bad at managing the delta. So you can gain time. We're going green now, so racing.
We are, and oh, that's a bad start from Rob, and here he goes, then does Nelly down the inside. Nope, thinks better of it there, out of the first full sweeper, which was corner 3. There he does, thinks better of it. We're seeing in actual racing now how difficult that sweeper is to overtake at, and I thought Nelly was going to try it, but didn't.
Nah, it's very difficult to overtake there. You have to be very much in front of the guy before the next right turn.
You do, and Nelly is right on the back of him now. The problem that happened, basically, I didn't really see the crash. All I saw was, oh, a mistake in the back gone there for Swabe, or Shire, but he's gone into the wall and is back on circuit now.
No.
Has he lost any front wing? No, he hasn't, so he may have not gone into the wall, actually. He may have just spun it.
Really? Wow, okay. So I'm just on board with Nelly now, watching him follow Kai and Rob. Watch him come through this sector 3. And do the guys take the orange curve on the left now? 2 don't. 3 done. Okay, so it's a very tricky corner. You've got to go slow in, fast out. This is where it counts. Cut the corner and then cut the corner again. The last turn, you've got to go slow in, get the drive out of the car, and get absolutely pinned for that finish straight. Oh, we got fastest lap for Nelly, I think it was.
It was, but Morris Pace is just beating it with a 37. Oh, wow. So there you go. I'll tell you what they were in a second, as the DRS is now enabled.
Mackett just done it, mate. 137.029 for Mackett.
Yes, it was a 137.889 from Nelly. Then Morris beat it with a 137.332. So yeah. Anyway, back we go then and have a look at this battle then with Omegs now, with Morris Pace, sorry, trying to get past Nelly here. He's trying ever so hard. He is here to get past. Can he make it stick?
We've actually got a bit of a battle forming here as well, Cadwell. We've got Quinton, James and Cassidy all fighting for the right to chase the leading group. They're very close here. I think it's all going to come down to who's got the most battery. Shire picks up penalty, 3 seconds. Yeah, the biggest factor around here when it comes to attacking is who's got the most battery, because look how much Quinton's passing on these. We're starting a bit of a train now behind, is it Luke Bailey? Yeah, Luke Bailey. Got Luke Bailey, Cassidy, James and Quinton all kind of fighting for the right to push onto Morris. So this is the fight for, I would say, P4 really.
I will indeed, as Karen Robb sets the fast lap of the race, and he's got DRS now, and he's really close now. Morris now sets it for 35-1, but here goes Karen Robb. Can he do it down this straight here, pop the DRS or not? Morris Pace is trying to get past Nelly still in P number 4, but let's head back a tiny bit. Here goes Cassidy.
Great move from Cassidy, fantastic, and also spectacular sportsmanship by keeping out of the way. And he's going to lose a position now for that. Cassidy did the right thing there, and he left room.
James,
but he actually opened it up for James, who's now lost it against Luke Bailey. It's a three-way fight, 3 in a bed. It's 3 in a bed. Oh, I think Cassidy might be able to get this back, you know. He's just biting. Oh no, he got a penalty for that. Cassidy picks up a penalty.
James has done it. Past Luke Bailey he goes.
Cassidy goes back at him. Going around the outside. Yeah, it might work. Gonna pick up a warning for that though, I think.
Oh, he's hit his teammate.
Oh, the two Ferraris have touched. The two Alfa Romeos have touched and both gone off. BP and Luke Bailey have both come together and gone off. As
Morris off the sweeper, you call it, has just overtaken Nelly there. He has, up into P3 now he goes. So let's see what happens here with that. And of course, Karen Robb has closed that gap into 3 tenths to the leader now.
So BP will have to pit, mate. He's got damage. Luke Bailey has also... No, Luke Bailey's not got damage, but BP has. BP will have to pit, mate. He'll have to pit.
He will indeed. Let's see then what happens here then with Karen Robb. Great exit out of the first corner, we technically class it as it is. Here he comes then. He tries to brake late, but no, nothing to do there, and he won't get past. He won't there. Oh, sector 3 moving off, and BP, yeah. Unlucky.
Could have got mediums to the end. And,
here he goes.
No. Oh, wow.
Thinks better of it there, Karen Rob. He thinks better of it and decides not to.
If you were BP, wouldn't you have just put some mediums on and gone to the end and picked up on penalties and stuff? I don't understand that.
Well, as I say, I'm very slow at racing, but what I say is just try your best, and if you are near the back of the field, just keep going. I say.
Mate, I was last. What we raced? Was it Singapore? And I came through and got fourth. Just stay in it. You never know what's going to happen. Just stay in.
Something like Singapore, something like that. You said once. But yes, that's what I say. Just stick to it, and if you are last, penalties will sometimes help, or if they don't, then you came last. You've just got to deal with it.
It won't be the first time we've seen a rear gunner in the field get a podium. When it looks like they're done and they've stuck at it and then end up with a podium. You know, it's happened before.
It has. As the top two are still so close together, 5 tenths. I'm still wondering when Nelly's going to pit here because he still has that 5-second time penalty.
He does. We've also got
James is in.
That's why. Yeah, I'm about Quinton's overtaken someone, but yeah, that's.
Well, he's about to overtake Cassidy here. He is down the start line straight here.
I don't think it's going to be close enough. It might not be close enough, mate.
Oh, he is now. He's pulled to the inside line, and that's an easy move.
Yeah, it's touch and go down this straight. It's a long straight, but with the low downforce front wing that people run, you don't get that much straight line speed.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, Cassidy tries to go past him. He looks again into, I think that's corner 7 or 8 there. He does, but can't seem to get through past. He can't.
Here's one for you, mate. Makatafi Rico, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but he's on the hards, 14 seconds behind Omegs. He's actually in a very good place for contention to win this, you know.
He is? Oh, but he gets a 3-second time penalty, just as we speak.
Yeah, I'd still say he's in contention. Let's just check penalties, because, hang on, 2 secs, penalties. He's only got 3 seconds, so yeah. I think it's, I can't remember myself, but I think it's around a 28-second pit stop round here.
Something like that.
Yeah, so Magna can go to the end. Just like Chevrolet did on Monday night for GP4, he could push the front runners for a podium here.
He could. Well,
and you got to remember that the hard tyres, the more you push them, the more they come alive.
Nelly's just pitted and gone in to do his 5-second time penalty. Here he goes, then down inside he goes. Has he made his stick? He has. Karen Robb leads the Grand Prix, leads it here in Russia. Very good move that was. Just to say, gainers and losers wise, we have up 7 for Swabe is the biggest gainer, and your biggest losers are Mackett and Nelly down 4.
Cool beans, Cadwell, cool beans. No, just with the safety car, virtual safety car, I reckon these soft tyre runners can probably go to lap 13.
Oof.
I know that was a bit.
That was like Omegs went wide, and you thought he was going to hit that wall there when he came back on.
I did, mate. I did.
Yeah.
There's another one as well coming out of the dog leg on the home finish straight. There's a little re-entrant in the Kelsey barrier, we call it in England. None of you guys around the world call it, but the concrete blocks, we call them Kelsey barriers. There's a little re-entrant, and there's also one here on the left as we're watching him. There's a little re-entrant where it's like the barrier's a little bit forward. I've seen quite a few people, myself, hit that. There's many hazards around this track, and a lot of them come from the barriers on the left, so watch out for that.
It will indeed, but he's trying again now, is Omegs. Oh, and into the pits comes Rob. So Rob decided that he's had enough on these soft tyres.
Right, okay, I think that is a bad mistake from Rob, because Omegs now has got clean air, and that is key around here. Clean air. He's got a lot of battery. Where will Rob come out? Because he's going to be stuck behind maybe Magna, maybe Shiab, maybe even Mackett. I think Omegs is in the prime position now because he's got clean air. He can just sail away, protect that lead, focus the next 3 laps, just getting a good lap time.
Well, just to say, he comes out in P7, so
he's behind Mackett on hards. So he's got Mackett and Magna on hards to pass. And Shiab will have to pit. So yeah, I think that's a bad move I think it's a really bad move from Rob.
And to say as well, just to say, the leader now has an 8-second gap to second.
Yeah, so I don't know if Rob's pushed too hard. I don't know. Maybe he has pushed too hard. His rears are gone. But I don't think that was the right decision from Rob.
I don't think it was either. But here comes Swabe then. What's he going to do, or Shaib is going to do on the back of Magna here? Oh, he makes a little snap there and loses a bit of time, but he's still fine. He's still got enough time, still got under a second here, so he can get DRS down this straight. Now he can, as he tries to close up to Magna. Here he does. But I just don't know. I think maybe Rob pushed him too hard. Then it must be because
maybe. If you push too hard on the first 3 laps on heavy fuel, you're going to burn those tyres.
Oh, Omex gets a 5-second time penalty for coming into the pits.
Ah, there you go then. But yeah, the thing about Russia as well, Cadwell, it's better to do a push lap, a cool lap, push lap, cool lap. If you push it every single lap, you burn your tyres.
Yeah, I agree on that one. You do. But here he comes then into the pits. Is all the top lot are coming in. The only one who has stayed out is Magna's leading now. You were correct in saying that. Mack is second.
And the only thing now is if Magna can. The thing about Magna now, he needs to push these tyres. You have to work the hard tyres, keep them in the operating window. You have to keep them like 98 degrees. You have to really push them. You don't have the grip, so you have to technically purposely slide these tyres through the corners. If you don't push them, they don't operate. So if he sticks on it and pushes the hell out of these tyres, he could possibly keep this win, mate. Well, it's going to be difficult because Olmec's on fresh mediums and it's got much grippier. As long as as long as he pushes him, he could keep it, mate. Yeah,
the problem with Quintin, Cassidy, and Swabe just coming in, all come out in 8th, 9th, and 10th. Which I thought they would have stayed out for a couple more laps, maybe one more lap, and then pitted, and probably would have been out in about 4th or 5th. But anyway, that's just.
Yeah, I mean, Olmegs is probably looking pretty good now.
Yeah, he is.
Even though what I've said about Magna, because he's only 6.4 seconds behind Magna, and you probably get about a 0.6 advantage on the medium tyres. Well, once the hards get to about lap 12, you outdo the fresh mediums, I'd say, because that's when they really come alive, when you've malleabilised the rubber. What were you going to say, Cadwell?
I was going to say that you said it was 6.2. It's now 4.5, separating Mackett and Omegs.
No, that was I'm looking at 5.7 now. Between Omegs and Magna.
Yeah, Omegs and Magna, but like, I'm just saying the gap is coming down literally every. I'm looking at intervals for just the drivers, and it's coming down a lot. But here goes Quintin then. Must have made a mistake or something because Nelly's gone through.
Omegs has still got a 5-second penalty though, mate. He's still got to serve. Did he get a speeding penalty?
Yeah, he did when he came into the pits last time.
So he's got another 5 seconds to serve at the end of this race, so he's actually 10 seconds behind the leader.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
He is.
So I would argue that the race we are looking at is Magna, Mackey, and Rob. Would you not agree?
Yeah. I would actually say maybe Magna, Rob, and Pace, and Morris maybe. Because Mackett, Rob, and Morris. Sorry.
See, I think Magna's still in a good contention here, mate.
I'm sorry, he's got a penalty though, doesn't he? Yeah, he does.
Oh, no, you're right. Yeah, I do apologise. I've got 3 seconds. Yeah.
But no, he's still good though. But it's a push.
We're halfway through this race, bearing in mind, Cadwell. So
yeah, we're just starting half race distance now.
Penalties could come thick and fast.
Omeg's fastest lap.
I'll tell you what, while you're talking, I'm going to actually go to race director and see what warnings people are on.
Okay, you do that. But Omeg's fastest lap of the race just then. He popped it in there. He has. But yeah, I still believe though. I'm going to say this. I'm just going to contradict myself here. But Magna, if it stays as we are, and we'll just quickly do this with no penalties. Say penalties stay as they are. Magna will come home in second right now. He will. So
okay. So here's one for you. Mackett, this is going to be mad. So Mackett has 2 warnings. One more warning, he has a 3 seconds. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, another warning is on 6 seconds. Then we've got Mackett. Magna.
Oh.
Is literally on 1 warning. So Magna. 3 seconds
side by side for
warning.
the lead, and he's done it. Before he goes to Mackett, but he may still get a penalty if he doesn't keep it stuck here. As you say, I think he has 1 more penalty before he gets a free. So
Rob's only got 1 penalty. Morris has only got 1 penalty. 1 warning.
That's fine.
Rob 1 warning. Yeah, Rob 1 warning. Morris 1 warning. Just for information, and then Magna is already got his penalty, but 1 warning. So everyone's on like a 1 warning. So the penalties you see are what we'll get unless they get a few more warnings. This could be a very interesting finish, you know, Cadwell. Very interesting finish. I think Mackett's going to get this, you know.
He could do, as they're side by side in the background. Oh, off goes he goes. I don't believe that'll be a penalty there, but we'll have to check with the stewards. James went off circuit at corner number the first full braking zone, and came back on, not through the escape bit. That could be something to figure out there. It was just literally a tiny bit off, but maybe that may still be classed as off the circuit, as he nearly taps Nelly there, as we're looking at Quintin behind them, thinking, I can get all 2 of you, I can get both of you here. And it's a three-way scrap now for P5. For P6, I mean.
There were people in contention for position when it happened.
So, I will tell you that as I joined, the game put me on Nelly's car, and all I saw was James's car off all 4 wheels over the white line.
Okay.
So I don't know if they were just battling or not, but here goes Nelly then, side by side, nearly taps there, but he's got the move done anyway, so... Or has he? Yes, he has. No, he hasn't actually, because James is trying to defend again as they go for the 3 hardest corners, and James takes it again. I just think it was an instant where James went a tiny bit wide, and that's allowed, but if it's any further out, I think James would have got a penalty for it. I'm going to be honest and say.
Were you on board with James at the time?
Let me just have a look at the stream again, because...
I'm looking now, I'm just looking.
I think the game jumped me on Nelly's car, so... Yeah, it jumped me on board Nelly's car, the game did, so...
Yeah, that's fine. Nah, it was still partially on circuit. I watched it myself. Yeah, it was partially on circuit, mate.
Yeah, it was just... all I'm going to say is here goes Nelly again to try and overtake him in the sweeper here. Down the inside he goes. Nope, can't make anything stick there. And Rob's made a mistake and he's off. He's hit the wall. He's trying to get back on. Oh, and he clicks the wall again.
James, he goes on the inside. There's touch. There's touch on James. Oh, they're still side by side. This is getting ferocious. Oh no, the Ferrari nearly spins. That was very close.
Magna's just been overtaken by Omegs, just to say, as they head into exiting the big sweeper, as you say. But onto the sweeper now. Go Nelly, go James, and go Quintin here. But Quintin side by side with Casti now. Casti wants to try and get past on the inside here. But here goes Nelly. What's Nelly going to do? He's really fighting this one, and they touch. Oh my goodness.
Well, this is happening, Cadwell. Just to let you know, Mackett has now picked up a penalty.
He has indeed.
They're both on 3 seconds, so Mackett.
Oh, down the inside goes. Down the inside goes Cassidy, but has to hit the big sausage curb, so loses a bit of ground and doesn't overtake James there. But look at Quintin right behind him. He's in the prime position to literally down this start line straight, slipstream past both of them here with the double toe. Let's see if we can. Oh, Rob's out. He's retired in the pits. Rob's retired in the pits.
Why? Okay, so we've got 10 laps to go. We've got the top 3 all on penalties. 3, 5 and 3 respectively. Morris Pace, no penalties. Evan Nelly, no penalties. Nelly's kind of out of it, but in the top 4, this Morris Pace is actually in contention for a very, very good finish.
He is, and excuse me, as Omeg's here trying to get past McAtee is here. Let's see if he can down the sweeper. Puts his DRS on, and clean move if he can do it, and he does. Through past McAtee he goes. McAtee doesn't defend because he's on the hards, and this is Omeg's now to really lose, I would say here.
Yeah.
But back we go for just 2 seconds. Right. And let's see if this battle that we said the 4 or 5 of them are still going to be close or not. No, it's not really. Quintin's kind of dropped away a little bit, but Cassidy is right on the back of James here. Can he outbrake James into the corner? No, he can't. James actually nearly hit the back of Nelly there. Was Swabe or Shire gets a 3-second time penalty, as Omegs gets the fastest lap of 1:34, 1:47.
I think Mackett and Magna are going to struggle on these hards, you know. They've got medium runners all round them that can go to the end. I think Magna, we've got to change there. Mackett, Magna's dropped down a position, is it not?
He has, so it must be the hard tyres not playing game tonight.
Yeah, he actually switched now, so Morris has overtaken Magna.
Very interesting there it is. But look at this, look. As we can see here, Cassidy right on the back of James now he is, as they head out around the proper sweeper, we call it, which we had that big F2 crash last year. But can't get past him there, and then Quintin's just watching them behind, I think, here with no penalties, so he doesn't really matter. He will overtake him because he has no penalties.
The other thing to consider as well is anyone on mediums, they can go flat out every single lap because they'll overheat. They have to look after these tyres at certain points. They have to decide when they can push, when they can chill out. So anyone on mediums opposed to the hards, they have to decide when to push.
Smoke says Omegs is the one to watch on hards, will drop off in 5 laps or so, and then it says the colder track temperature is helping the medium runners. It certainly is.
He needs to go to Specsavers because he's on mediums, mate.
It is, but yeah. I mean, just you were talking a minute ago before I read out the comment. He basically Cassidy made a mistake, nearly hit the wall, and Quintin capitalised and overtook him. Did he say Omegs? Omegs is one to watch.
On hards, yeah, he's on mediums.
No, what? Oh no, he said 1, 2. Wait, is the one to watch the hards will drop? So he's
I get it now.
So he's basically saying he's the one to watch to see how far away he can get in the lead because the hards will drop off. Makes sense.
They will, and the mediums are pretty good round here. They can do. I think halfway through the fuel consumption, you can get probably 17 laps at the mediums at a good race pace.
And he's done it. Sorry just to butt in, but Quintin's overtaken James now.
Good stuff. Wow.
So he's still.
He's in good contention, Cadwell. He really is.
Yeah.
So he's right on that front.
Yeah, just to say with the penalty situation, by the way, he's got 5-second penalty, and he is already 3.1 seconds ahead of Mackett. So.
And he's got a 3, I believe, is it?
Yeah, Mackett's got a 3. So.
Yeah.
He's done all right there. Morris has got a podium tonight. We know. Well, we know that. That's it. We don't know who else.
No, Cadwell, you've done it now, haven't you? Your commentator cursed him. Morris is going to crash out in a ball of flames.
Or get a penalty.
Now you've said that.
Or get a penalty. But here he goes though, Morris. Across the line he comes now and gets DRS. Now pops the DRS open, he will. And can try and hunt down Mackett here, who is only 4.9 behind.
It's really weird because
here he goes,
like he's within DRS.
And he's passed Mackett very cleanly there. Mackett didn't really fight there, I don't think. I think I think he's trying to let Morris pace go. Right, you can catch up with Omegs now and have the battle, and I'll win the race because you two will cost you out.
Yeah, I mean, I still think he's going to struggle, Omegs, to keep that lead, mate. I really do.
Yeah.
Even on the soft tyre with the deficit or the positive deficit he's got. It's going to be a lot.
It is.
With that penalty. It really is. I think he needs to hope for something to happen behind him because I don't think he's going to be able to keep this win at all.
What do you think, though, with him and Morris, who are on the same kind of laps of tyres? Morris 1 lap older. Do you still...
it all depends on if Morris can get a penalty or not. If Morris gets a penalty, then yeah, he's done. But he's still only got one more in as Morris.
Yeah, so true.
So it's all for Omegs to lose, and Morris needs to get a giddy on. 7 laps to go. We keep seeing it fluctuating between 3.4 to 3.7, and I just don't think Morris has got the pace. Omegs, he's a fast driver in GP2.
Hey,
he
Morris
really
hasn't got
is.
the pace.
We've seen it before.
Sorry. You said Morris hasn't got the pace. Well, clearly he has got the pace, but anyway.
No, he's got the pace, but I don't think Omegs has got the pace. I don't think Morris has got the pace to catch up.
Well, he has got some sort of pace anyway. Anyway, never mind.
No, he's faster than me, mate. I'd say that for free.
Okay. Never mind. But yeah, Quintin is closed in now. It was 2 seconds behind Nelly. He's now 1.5 behind. So Quintin here is charging to try and get up to Nelly here. 2 laps younger tyres than Nelly's 10 lap old tyres here tonight. But yeah, Nelly, by the way, if you didn't know tonight, came into this with 10 points behind Omegs tonight. He did. So to quickly again just whittle through it, because I know people are here and wanted to know what we stand here. Omegs was, if I can very quickly find it, here we go. Omegs was 10 points ahead of Nelly coming into tonight. He was. So Omegs, Nelly and Mackett were top 3 here, as we have a yellow flag in sector 1, and that's Luke Bailey has gone around.
Nelly's got a penalty as well, mate. Nelly just picked up a penalty.
Oh. Did he actually? He did! Wow, that's not going to be good for him then, dropping him down to about 6th, maybe even 7th at the moment here, which is not good to see.
Well, saying that, it's still only showing 3 seconds for me. I thought it was 3 seconds already, Carol.
Yeah, I thought it was, but it's not. Luke Bailey gets another penalty, puts that up to 6 now. So just to tell you, Cassidy has 8, then it's 6 for Magna, 6 for James, Swabe, and Luke Bailey, and 5 seconds for Omegs. He can come in the pits if he really wants to and do that, but that will cost him a lot of time, because as you see right now, Omegs, if he comes in, will come out in P number 8 if he does, and 3 seconds for Mackett and Nelly here. I think Nelly had a 5 seconds but came in and pitted earlier on and took them off. But I don't
just look at
know.
the fastest lap as well, Cadwell. So
just let's look at that.
We're still looking at 132.2, which is massively faster than any of the fastest laps from drivers. I mean, we're talking a good 2.1 seconds faster than anyone else at the minute.
Why that is because he pitted 4 laps ago for softs, so...
Yeah, so... I mean,
do you think they can last to the end?
Oh, definitely, yeah, definitely. I mean, you can push them to 14 from the start if you really wanted to, so yeah, you can massively get to the end.
Luke Bailey's out the race. He retired in the pits for some reason.
I don't know why he did that, because he was in points. You know?
Yeah. I don't know.
He was running in points.
Well, that's just this league for you.
Anyway, yeah. There's 10 people running. He's running in the last in 10th and he quit, so...
Anyway, yeah. Gap's gone up, by the way, from the leader. The leader now is up to 4 seconds, so... We did say that Morris was going to be slower, that was going to be quicker than Omegs here. It's gone down to 4 seconds now, so isn't that good? The closest battle here is James and Cassidy down for P7 here.
See, Morris is still in contention to win this because
yes, he is.
He's still within that 5 seconds of Omegs, but 4 laps to go. Can he keep it? This is going to be the thing. Can he keep it?
No.
I want to check something actually.
Well, just to say, Omegs' last lap, by the way, everybody, if you're watching, was a 1:34.6, and Morris' pace was a 1:34.5. So to give you anything there, they're running same pace, pretty much.
I know, but there's something that someone's lacking in power, let's say.
Okay.
I can't say live on stream, but it all depends on fuel as well. So it depends on fuel levels and battery levels, and one of the two are lacking one of them. So let's put it that way.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
We can't say it live. This is the thing. Commentators, we can see it, but
well, James just gets a penalty, so that makes Omegs is straight past him. Then it will, with position-wise. But yeah, I'm surprised. The only thing I'm surprised with, by the way, his whole race is Quintin. He has 2 lap younger tyres than Nelly here, so Nelly must be keeping his tyres quite good here because it's stayed 1.4 for the last 5 laps now.
Well, another thing, Mackett and Morris, they are literally within a tenth of second and third place between each other. It's going to be super tight between these two. It's just hovering around a tenth difference in favour of Morris.
Yeah, if Morris didn't get a penalty, that is, yeah. But let's see then, as we're on board now with Cassidy, he's going to look to the outside line. They're side by side here. They are into corner 1. James breaks a bit later. Cassidy goes in as well. They touch, but Cassidy, does he make it through here? Let's see. They're still side by side now. They are down the sweeper. This is going to be interesting for Cassidy. He's on the outside line for the next corner. He breaks a bit earlier now. They break. Cassidy around the outside he goes. Has he made it stick? He has, but he taps a little bit of James there, and James spins.
I was about to say that's really great driving from them two.
Would that be a penalty or anything, or was that just an incident that could be a racing incident?
I'd imagine that's a racing incident because it's super hard to keep it inch perfect around that last corner that they came into. I've from a commentator point of view, I'd say hard racing. I can't say from a steward point of view because I've not seen each POV, but yeah, that is a super hard corner to keep it inch perfect. So
it is
probably a racing incident, mate.
It is indeed, and he's done it. Quintin has now done it. He's got under a second, so he can try now and get past Nelly, and then hopefully try and capitalise on the hard runners here. And I know we only have like 3 laps to go, but let's see if he can. Oh, Nelly's pitting. Nelly thinks his race is over, and he just wants the fastest lap tonight.
Mate, the guys in front. I know was it 14 seconds, but
yes, 14 seconds.
I'd have just stayed out, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I would have done. With penalty situations as they are, as we can see now, 6 seconds Magnus got. I don't think Quintin will, but if Quintin can push it for these last like couple of laps here and get close to him, as close as he can, it'll be only like a second or something. He'll feel really happy with that.
I'd have stayed out and just. I don't think the point he'd have got fastest lap would outweigh the points he'd get if he just stayed, because he could have got maybe P4 with the penalties. Would you say?
If he pushed it, yes.
Yeah. So obviously P4 to P9 with an extra point for fastest lap is what 5 points.
Yes.
He'd be better off staying where he was.
He was. He got good valuable points in P5 and could have kept his championship hopes alive. He was only 10 points behind Omegs, as I said a minute ago, and it's gonna make him, because if Mackett stays where he is and cements that third, Mackett's going to take second in championship. I believe, if I'm right with my maths. So yeah, it is. No, he's not. Mackett's not, sorry, because it's 168 plays 149, but or is he actually? No, he's not. No. But nearly would anyway. Yeah, I still feel that's a bit weird though, where people do that. They like, oh, my race is over, let's pit and get some softs on and get a fast lap. I don't get that.
Yeah, I only do that when I'm out of the points and I want to take it away from the teams that are in the points.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm not quick enough to get it though, but you know.
I'm sure you are, mate.
Oh God, no, I'm not. But anyway,
are we going to see you in F121?
If my pace is good, then maybe.
I'll see you in GP4 maybe?
Yeah, if my pace is good, but as I say, yeah, maybe not.
Come on, Cadwell, dive into it, mate. Just do it.
Well, if there's anything like this, like F1 2019, I did 3 races and my pace was so bad that I decided to not do it anymore. So
I do remember that. Actually.
We went to Baku because we have no racing on. We can talk about this. We went to Baku, and I kid you not, I was weaving for the safety car and somehow randomly just spun and crashed into the wall and retired. And then in Australia at the start of the season, I got a lap twice nearly. So that
I'm sure with the experience you've got from a commentator point of view, just alone, you can be in GP4 and challenge some of the guys.
Well, I will try. I will maybe. I'll give them a season on the game, and then I'll come in the season after that. And give it a go, because then I've got a lot of time to practice.
Okay, I hope to see you there, mate.
Yeah, hopefully we can. But yeah, there's another league I'm in, and there's another commentary thing I commentate for, and they have like 7 divisions, and I believe they told me that with the pace I've got, I've probably been out of their division 6. So.
Oh, that's not bad, though. At least you're at the bottom.
Yeah, but no.
Still, you're still. Omegs now, mate. He's on his last lap. He's just about to enter sector halfway through sector 2. He's 4.5 in front of Morris. So as long as he can eke out another 6/10, maybe he can get this win. He's got to. You can tell he's pushing.
He is. Has he got it on? No, he hasn't. He hasn't got his ERS on though, so this is a problem for him here. Now he does. He puts his ERS on now. Yeah. Let's see if he can do it. Oh, the gap's gone down to 4.3.
Oh. Yeah, but the thing is though, Morris has got no battery either.
No, they hardly have any battery between them.
He's got loads, but he's not in contention really. He's just trying to stay.
Let me just check.
I think Tosbit, Omegs, Morris, Mackett, they're our podium sitters, mate.
Yep, they will be. Here he comes then, does Omegs, out of the penultimate corner. He's about to go into the penultimate corner, so I was about to say here. In he comes now, let's see this. When he crosses the line, we'll keep an eye on that clock to see what it says. But he crosses now and wins. 4.6 it says there, so it could be... yep, it will be 4 points. Oh, 4 attempts.
Morris gets it. Ow. Eh?
It was a 5-second penalty, by the way.
Ah.
Just if you wanted to know. Magna takes 4.
Oh, yeah. My maths tonight has been a shocking cardboard. I do apologise.
No, it's absolutely fine. Quintin takes your 5th position. He'll be okay, happy with that, but at the same time, as we've got to say, he was quite quiet for him in that race. Casti will take 6th. James will take 7th. It will here. We're going to see what happens then. We will with Swabe and Nelly, because Nelly trying to get fastest lap here he was. Has he done it? I don't know. Out of the last corner he comes. Will he take fastest lap? No, I don't think he will.
I think even though the game's going to give it, I think drive of the day is going to be Magna.
Yes, I agree.
With that strategy, it's got to be.
Yeah, and the game's giving it.
Game giving it. Yeah.
Good job.
I did say from early on he was going to be up there.
You did. So credit where credit's due, as I say.
Oh, cheers, mate.
Well, we're just waiting now for the cars to come on our screen so we can get the result then. So it's Morris Pace winning. 45 minutes and 21 seconds was the race there by 4 attempts over Omegs. Then it was Mackett in 3rd. 4th was Magna. 5th, Quintin. 6th, Casti. James 7th. Nelly 8th. And Swabe in 9th. Then your non-finishers were as follows. Luke Bailey, Cowan Robb, BP, Mansell was a non-finisher, and so was Martin. There it was. So there you go. That is it for the racing. We'll give us a couple of minutes or a couple of seconds anyway, and we'll get the drivers in from the top 3.
I'm just going to get them in now, mate.
Okay. We will hear. But what that was actually for only having 14 drivers. Not bad that race. Not bad at all.
Yeah, it's good, mate. It's good. I think it was a bit. The gaps between the drivers was a bit off, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But yeah. It was a good race, very good race.
Yeah, not bad at all. So we're just waiting now for Morris Pace. We're just going to see if Morris Pace.
Morris Pace is added now.
Omegs.
We'll get Omegs in as well.
We'll see if Omegs will. He probably might not, but we'll see. Definitely Mackett will. 100%. Well, it's actually 50-50 on Mackett actually, because it's 50-50. Because he sometimes does, and sometimes just want to get off and have a bit of a rest from racing. So. We'll see, but we'll head to the cars now and show everybody what we've got then in cars. Let's just see what we've got there. Well, who was it? Morris. Hello, if you're here.
Hello.
Hello.
I'll be a sec, guys.
Yes.
Yeah, that's Orbeg's invited. I'm trying to get Mackett in. Bear with me.
Yep. Morris is here, so if nobody else joins, then we'll just talk to Morris then. Which still will be good.
And Mackett invited as well, mate.
Okay.
So
We'll see if Mackett joins in that. I'll just have a look in the chat that we can all see and see if they put anything in there for us about it.
yeah, we've got a joiner. Yeah, Mackett's joined as well, mate.
Mackett.
Nice one.
Right. Do you wanna? Shall we? Do you want to talk to third first and then go to first, or do you want to talk to third first?
Bear with me.
Okay.
So I'm just plugging my controller in because it's about to die.
Okay.
Anyway, so Mackett, how the devil are you?
Yo, what's up, guys?
That was a pretty tense race for you, was it not?
Yeah, that was something else, man. That one, I got wing damage. I had to pit for odds. Actually, I should credit this podium to my teammate because he suggested the odds. And as soon as I ran out, the first few laps were a bit tough. But as soon as it gained temperature, it was just lovely to drive on, man. And with regards like Omegs and Morris, I just let them through because there was no point in battling them and wasting time.
Yeah, so I mean, how many laps did it take for those Haas to start feeling comfortable?
I think after 4 laps maybe, because as soon as the safety car went in, I had another spin because the tires were too cold. And about after like 4 or 5 laps, the tires were really good.
So, when you were on those hard tyres from very early on, is there anything you do to make sure they're nice and warm? I mean, I personally, I churn the differential slightly more locked, so if I'm running 50, I turn it to 60 for 2 laps. Do you do anything similar, or do you do something different?
No, I just leave it as standard at 50% my differential, and I turn the brake bias up, because I've noticed if you brake harder, the tires increase temperature a lot faster. So that's what I do.
I'll say so. Methods to the madness. Everyone's different. That's really good to hear. Coming into the next race, which is obviously Japan, do you feel comfortable in Japan? Are you going to take this form onto that race? And again, is it a comfortable race for you or not?
It's a really fun track to drive, especially Sector 1 with all the S's and Sector 2 as well. I'm hoping for a decent result. Another podium would be great, top 2 even. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Fair play, mate, fair play. So anyway, congratulations on your podium, mate. Well done, mate.
Just one more thing to ask. Because you're now, if my maths are correct, I'm awful at maths, but let me just check this. If my maths are correct, Mackett, I think, doesn't that put you second now? No,
I'm really not sure about that.
No, it does. No, but it puts you closer to second anyway. So, are you hoping for to think about, like, maybe challenging even for the win of this championship, or you just try and get as high as you can?
Race by race, I think I'll take it that way. If I do end up on the top step in the next race, that's just how it'll be, and I'll just take it race by race, man. I'm not worried really about the championship. I think with Omex's form nearly as well, I don't think I'm a factor in the championship, but we'll see how it is.
Well, at the moment you are 30 points behind the leader. Well, you're 30 points behind the leader. So
that's pretty big distance.
Yeah, but still, you still have like 4 races to go. So
sorry, how many points, Cadwell?
I think it's. I think. Let me check. I might be wrong on this. Yeah, 30. Well, yeah,
Right.
29.
Okay.
29. Sorry.
That's fine. Okay, so bear in mind, in GP4, I was about that much behind Snellweg at this point last season, and it went to the last race. I did need Snellweg to win. I did need to win, and Snellweg have a poor race, but it still went to the last race. So don't give up. It only takes one driver to spin out or crash or make a mistake. You never know what's going to happen. This is racing, so keep at it, mate. You never know what's going to happen. That's not a big deficit. It's only, if you calculate the deficit between 5 races, it's 4 points. You have to outscore him by 4 points a race to the end. If you think of it like that, it's not a lot.
Yeah.
So think of it that way.
Hopefully Morris can just drive into him on the straight to the next
well done again anyway, Mackett.
Thanks, James.
And Morris.
Hello.
How was that for you? I think in most of Asia, it's battling with lots of cars, but then at the end, close enough to win that one.
Yeah. Recently, I've had a pretty rubbish run of luck with being stuck in the midfield, changing strategies, and being crashed out. But this week, I was pretty quick at rush. I put in quite a lot of practice for it, and I said to myself, just copy the front guy's strategy, because at least if I'm on the track, I can battle them on the circuit, not with strategy.
That's wise.
That's very wise. I've been trying to battle them with strategy, and it hasn't worked out. I ended up 10 seconds behind them. Yeah, I've got the same pace as them. So today, I just said to myself, keep the strategy the same as what they're doing ahead, and keep it clean. Didn't get a penalty for once, which made the difference in the end. So yeah, I'm well happy.
Yeah, and was it like, because you were battling with James and Rob for most of that race?
Yeah, I think battling with Rob I was constantly about 8, 9 tenths behind Rob, maybe about a second. I was trying to get into his DRS, and I think if Rob didn't spin out, I don't think I would have. Well, I maybe would have stayed within Omega's 5 seconds, but it would have been difficult because me and Rob would have been fighting. The only reason why I was able to stay within Omega's 5 seconds because I had clean air, and I just managed my tyres well. But I think if Rob didn't crash out and we had to battle, I don't think it would have happened. But I took advantage of what happened to Rob and got a result.
Yeah, I did mention about clean air to Cadwell around here. The overcut is actually quite powerful if you come out in clean air. Even though the undercut is just as powerful, because if you have fresh tyres, obviously it's a no-brainer. You get better traction out of the slow corners, etc. But yeah, the overcut can work around here, so it is a bit of a gamble whether you stay out. I mean, I've seen a few races last season stay out longer and benefit, but also at the same time I've seen races come in early and benefit themselves. So yeah, it's one of those circuits where the overcut is a bit of a gamble. But yeah, I think you did right tonight, mate. You did very well to match the front guys. Super good strategy. You did very well to execute it, mate. So yeah, great stuff, mate. I mean, you're not too far away from the championship. I think you're on, is it 128 and they're 178 or something, but I think third place is very much achievable for you, mate. So are you going to go get that third place by the end of the season?
I'm hoping to. Up to about 3 races ago, I was hoping to win the championship, but because I had three third place finishes in a row, and I was only like 6 points behind Omegs at one point.
Yeah.
And then I've had some crappy races, and these had some good races. So I'm just going to take it same as what Mackett said. I'm going to take it race by race. If I win a race, if I win a couple of more races, and they get some bad results, who knows what happens? But
that's it, mate.
Take it race by race, and if I get a good result, I get a good result. Just every race, just hoping for a win.
That's it, mate. Swings and roundabouts, mate. Swings and roundabouts.
Exactly.
Apexes and straights.
And next week, are you looking forward to Japan next week?
Oh, I've got to keep it PG, but absolutely not.
Mate, I love Japan.
Absolutely not.
Japan's great.
I love Japan. Don't get me wrong. It's a nice circuit to look at and nice circuit to watch, but I'm gonna have to put in more practice than I've done for this circuit, because every time I race at Japan, I just don't. It's not that I crash out or I spin. I just generally don't normally have the pace. But in saying that, I'll put the practice in, and see what happens. But shout out to Oliver and Mansell. They did well tonight. My Mansell crashed out, which is unfortunate for him. But yeah, those two were helping me with my strategy calls. We're in the same party together, and yeah, helped a lot. So anyone watching this who's a league racer, stay in party with your teammate. It is so helpful.
It is, isn't it? It really
is. It's the most helpful thing you could have for a league race, especially if you're not confident. My first couple of races. If you can, get in the same party with your teammate is all I can advise.
I will lament that. Yeah. I mean, I've done 4 full seasons with SFR. The first one was without a party chat. The last 3 have been, and it has been amazing. So yeah, get talking, guys.
Yeah, and as you heard tonight from Mackett when he said his teammate, who was Quintin, told him tonight to come in for the hards. It just proves it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, when you're racing, you're always in the moment. Whereas, like, you know, as Mackett said, got told to go on the hards. It helped him out a lot. So, you know, having somebody there to just guide you with a strategy just saves that when you're in the moment, you don't make a...
The other thing I want to say is if you're having a bad race, having your teammate just say to you, look, shut the F up, calm down, keep your head in it. It does work. I've had teammates where I've said, look, calm yourself, man. Check what's happening. Look at this, look at that. And they've come through and got a podium. Or likewise, and I've had a bad race, and just stick with it. You never know what's going to happen. Just stick with it. Go along. You'll be all right. And I've got a podium, you know. So you never know in racing, and that's why, as commentators, we don't like it when people retire in the pits, because we've seen people that are last on the first lap come through and win a race. Case in point, GP4 on Monday. You know, Carras started last and won the race because of incidents. So you've always got to stay in the race because you never know what's going to happen.
Wasn't it? Luke Bailey tonight, he was 10th and then just retired in the pits.
No, yeah, I think it was. He was 10th in the points and quit.
We were talking about that in our strategy. I've got to apologise for Luke because in qualifying I don't think I did any damage to him, but I kind of swiped him a little bit because I was trying to get behind him in front of my teammate. But yeah, we were talking about it in the parties, like it's a guaranteed point, and as you guys said, you never know what's going to happen in the championship.
Yeah, but surely if you're running 10th, you just come in for softs and get the fastest lap. Get 2 points.
What he said, coming for softs, I mean, the gap, I think Nelly's fastest lap was a 1 minute 31.6, and mine and Omeg's laps were a 1:34. So there's a 3-second difference putting on fresh softs. So if Luke Bailey put on fresh softs, not having
light fuel,
light fuel, the lightest his car would have been all race, and he probably would have got an extra point, but then again, that's his decision, so...
Yeah. Guys, we won't keep you no longer. Thank you ever so much for joining us on the podium. It's always great to hear from our racers, and great for our viewers listening to it as well. So thank you very much. Congratulations on your podiums. Great racing, guys.
Cheers. Thank you for the comments as well.
And and as we say, congrats. Well done to both of you, and Mackett, well done as well, if you're still there.
Thank you. Thanks, Jens.
But
cheers, guys.
You'll be probably practicing on Monday. But anyway, there we go then. I think that's it then. Have you anything else to say, Dan? Or
I'll just say congratulations to all the racers who did a fantastic job tonight. Some great strategies out there. Some very mixed up strategies. They all played in. So yeah, they put on a great race tonight. So yeah, fair play to all of GP2. Fair play.
Indeed, there were great strategies. But anyway, we'll be back next week. Hopefully, we'll be back with You Can't Beat Me. He didn't feel too great tonight, so hope you're okay, mate. But hopefully he'll be back next week.
Me too, mate, because I do a much better job than I've done tonight. So yeah, come back, you can beat me.
No. You do a brilliant job.
No, I'm split tonight between obviously family life and this and everything. So yeah, my head's not been in it. So I apologise for the miscalculations of the timings and stuff. But yeah.
Absolutely fine. But yeah, anyway, if you do want to, by the way, subscribe and click a like, that would be appreciated. But anyway, we'll see you next week in Japan, and tomorrow night for the final time you will see GP1 here in Russia. So it's for me, James or Cadwell, it's goodbye, and we from GP2 anyway, and from me, and we'll see you in Russia, in Japan next week.
Good night, guys.
Bye. Goodbye.